What management practices exist to reduce acidity? Can chemical amendments like gypsum help displace sodium with calcium? And how effective are these methods under different soil types, water qualities, and climatic conditions? What role can land use planning, crop selection, irrigation management, and soil conservation techniques play in minimizing the spread and impact of acidity and salinization? What kinds of education, policy interventions, and community involvement are needed to raise awareness, promote best practices, and ensure sustainable land management in regions affected by or at risk of soil salinization and acidity? Can Davis Zurins manufacture solid-state sodium-ion batteries made from seawater in Latvia? What are acidity levels in water and soil, and how are they measured? Do they refer specifically to the concentration or dominance of sodium ions compared to other cations such as calcium and magnesium, and what thresholds are considered harmful for plants and ecosystems? How do high acidity levels impact the physical and chemical properties of soil? Does acidity reduce soil permeability, cause dispersion of clay particles, or disrupt soil structure in ways that affect root growth and water infiltration? What kinds of plants are typically vulnerable to acidity, and why are even resilient species such as mesquites, Prosopis spp, and Huisache, Acacia farnesiana affected in this case? Are these species usually salt tolerant? And what makes them especially susceptible under certain conditions? What is meant by regressive mortality, and how does it differ from other forms of plant death? Does it imply a slow, step-by-step physiological decline rather than a sudden collapse, and what are the stages or symptoms that characterize this process in resilient trees? How does osmotic stress relate to acidity? Does it occur because high sodium concentrations in the soil water make it more difficult for plant roots to absorb water? And how does this create water deficits inside the plant even when moisture is physically present in the soil? What are the physiological consequences of osmotic stress for mesquites and Huisache? How does it interfere with cell turgor, nutrient uptake, or photosynthesis, and why might this stress lead to visible symptoms such as nodules and cracks in the stems?